Patriots are not going to be good in 2022-23, believe it or not.
I do believe it, and I firmly believe that for the sake of his franchise and for the future of his franchise, that when this season ends and when it is a disaster and when this whole thing comes crumbling down, Robert Kraft needs to fire Bill Belichick and get this franchise moving in the modern direction. He had a great run. It was obviously he had the best quarterback of all time, and his stingy beliefs of we're going to get off of guys a year early rather than a year late. All of that is great. But at this point, what I feel like I'm watching is a mad genius running out of time. And I kind of think, I just kind of feel like this is the year where it all comes crumbling down, and they've had poor draft picks. They are surrounding their young quarterback with a defensive-minded offensive coaching staff, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
I just think the sport has kind of passed Belichick by, and what used to work doesn't work anymore. And I think the Patriots are going to be a disaster. And frankly, I think they're going to finish third in the AFC East. Real quick, don't you think that the Patriots would have been in a better spot today had they moved on from Belichick this offseason and just made McDaniels the head coach and just try to move this thing forward into the modern NFL? I think Belichick, I love Belichick. I think he is the best coach of all time.
Yeah, you sound like you really love Belichick. Yes,
I do. I think
go to bed, take a nap. You love him. Yeah.
Listen, supper's at 4:30, but I just think it's. I just think the sport's passed it by. This happens to great coaches all the time, and at the end of this year, I think this season's going to be a disaster. And in order to move his franchise forward, Robert Kraft has to help his friend out, not hurt his legacy, and move on from it at the end of the year.